Hey YouTube, how's it going? I just want to do an update video for you guys on my Zastava M85 chambered in 223. I've had some things happen here recently, positive things that I want to share with you guys because I noticed that a few other people own these and I've had some comments on this in my previous video. So I just want to share with you guys some changes, some things that I've gone through since I made the last video, because I realized that maybe what I'm about to talk about may have affected some other people. Other people might have actually had the same problem that I did, and I didn't really realize it until a ways after. So, and really it's all about the bolt. So, as you guys can see, there's nothing in the gun. We're good there. And the magazine is empty. So, real quick here, guys. So, since the last video, I was having some issues chambering rounds in the gun. So I would put the round in and go to chamber, and what would happen is the bolt handle would only go about halfway down, and it would just almost come to basically a dead stop. And I could not get the round fully chambered, and then I would have to put a whole lot of force on the bolt handle. I would hear like a loud click, and then the bolt handle would go down and the round would chamber. So at first I thought maybe it was an extractor problem. Maybe the extractor wasn't getting over the back of the round. I thought maybe it was a headspace issue. I really wasn't sure, to be perfectly honest. I mean, I'm no gunsmith, so I had it out just to do a test after I did my last video, and that was when I really noticed that issue, and I could not really get a handle on it. So I decided to take it into a gunsmith here in my town. And I told him everything I had done. I told him what I had done with my last video where I told you guys about JB cleaning compound. I told him about the work I tried to do inside on the rails with the sandpaper. And he agreed that was all good work to do and that there was nothing wrong with doing it. And then we both kind of sort of agreed that, you know, it could be extractor, maybe headspace, but he wasn't totally sure. So he took the gun, and about a week later I got a call back. And he said he'd fixed it, found the problem and fixed it. So here's what he did. So what he did, guys, is he lapped the lugs on the bolt. And there's a surface here, and I will try and show you guys. I can get that. If you guys can see the angle there, right in here. Okay, so that, he ground that surface down so that I have a little more of a pronounced angle. And that was part of the issue that the gun was having as seating the rounds. So he also polished the bolt again, and then, like I said, he lapped the lugs, polished the bolt, and then he said he checked the headspace. And the gun is a lot smoother now. It's way smoother. On the headspace, he did say that the headspace was very tight, and maybe some of you guys that have these rifles maybe you're wondering about that too, and maybe very possibly be that, you know, you have some of the same issue that I'm just describing. So on my rifle, the headspace was very tight. It's within spec, but it's just very tight. And he had said that, you know, when he does headspace on rifles, he kind of likes it to be within like 200 thousandths of spec. He said this one was at 0. So he said there's nothing wrong with it. He said that's okay. He said, but it's very tight, and that's just the way they made this rifle, and very possibly one of your guys's. So if someone you know has one, maybe their headspace is gonna be very tight as well. He did say that there was no extractor issue. The extractor was not the problem. It was just he had to lap the lugs, and to help with that issue of getting the round to seat better. So now what happens is I go right down when I seat around, and it comes right back, and I don't have any feeding issues, and I don't have any issues chambering around. I did take this out just very briefly the other day, just to see how it cycles. Get rounds in it. I only put 3 in. I mean, the gun only holds 3 anyways, so I just wanted to run just 3 just to see how the gun would cycle and feed, and if I would still have that issue where get the round in and the bolt would come to a stop about halfway. That issue has been fixed. So I don't have that problem anymore. It now, you know, cycles properly and a lot better. and it feeds the rounds a lot better. And with the work he did on the bolt, I mean, I polished it. I thought I did a good job. I was quite happy with it, and he did it even more, and it's just made it better. He did polish the rails slightly, not a whole lot. He said that my work was okay. There was nothing wrong with it, but he said he wanted to touch it up by himself, which I didn't argue with. And like I said, the gun is a lot smoother now. I mean, there's still a lot of play, but you know, still a lot of play in the action. But he said that was kind of a typical Mauser kind of thing. So again, that's not really something I'm overly stressed out about. I was more concerned about headspace, and obviously when I couldn't chamber the round properly and the bolt wouldn't close, that was, you know, an issue, right? So, but that's been fixed now. So, folks, if you have one of these and you're having similar issues that I've just described, consider maybe going to your local gunsmith and talking to them about some of the things I've just talked about, and maybe that'll help. Maybe that'll fix your problem. And maybe you know, maybe you're not having some of these issues. Maybe I'm just the unlucky one. Who knows? But I just wanted to make the video, let you guys know that lapping the bolt lugs and checking the headspace and polishing the bolt was what really fixed up this gun. So I hope that helps somebody. I hope that you know, maybe if others are having this issue, that you've seen this and this will maybe help and it'll be a little less frustrating. So I know this was a big help to me. So that's all I got. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and I'll see you on the next video.